Here's one of our favorite clips from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
Felt bad, like, man, I feel bad that I'm not a good mother because I'm not taking care of my kids and all that stuff. I have none of those sympathies at all.
Yeah,
right?
no, I
have two adults, and the third one is in cooking school. You know, so it's
I have none of those.
What are you doing? You know, so we're thinking, and I'm just throwing this out there as a hypothesis. We're thinking about saying, okay, everyone has to pick a day. Like Nathan's got about 6 or 7 dishes that he can cook. Micah he's an open book. Sarah, she's got about 2 dishes. I got like 1 staple.
Yeah.
You know, and Janice, you know, she's old school. You know what I'm saying? And that we all pick one day, and then those other 2 days, you know, we just, you know, free for all. You know, whatever we find. Maybe throw a pizza in the oven or something like that. What do you think about that?
Follow through. That's all it is. You
think that would work, or you think we should do that?
My parents did it growing up.
Really? I mean, between the two of you? Yeah. Between the 4 of you guys, or the two of them?
Me and Karina, we had to do it growing up.
Really?
Way younger than your kids.
No, well, we mean cooking dinner for the whole household?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
why did they do that?
Life skills. Most of what my parents did growing up was for life skills purposes.
Okay.
You're not always going to be able to go out. You're not always going to go out. You're not always going to go on vacation. You're not always going to go live the life your friends live. Most people live a life they have to live. Mm-hmm. So you have to be prepared for that.
Okay.
So, you know, you're not going to be able to go out every night. You like back then, Big Mac from McDonald's, the number one was $5.
Now it's like 10.
Now it's almost $10.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, you do that every night, 5 nights a week, or for Monday through Friday.
$50 out the drain.
That's
one person.
That's for one. Well,
yeah.
That's 25. 5 times 5.
Oh,
trying to be accurate. Listen,
yeah, right.
But that being said, I'm doing for one person. You have 2 people. Again, you're going $50 easily per week.
Right.
Times the month, times the year. You're spending a crap ton of money. Yeah, but I spend $100 at the store.
No. I was right. It's $10 per meal.
I'm talking back then. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
but no, so to your point, so fast forward today, then yes.
Okay.
You're spending $50 per one person per week for 5 days, not even counting Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, you're spending a crap ton of money. You say, well, I'm spending $200 I'm spending $200 at the grocery store. The right $200 at the grocery store will last you a full month. Mm-hmm. If you're eating out every night, I think that's just McDonald's. I'm not talking a restaurant where it's $20 per entree.
And you got to put some tips down.
Yeah. You're going to spend money. So you spend $20 to last, or $200 at the grocery store to last you a month. You're saving money. So growing up, my parents, we had to cook. It didn't matter what it was. Like I used to make chicken sandwiches. Like get the bread, cut it, get the chicken, cook it, and do that.
Oh, cook it. Hold on. I'm confused. Like a Parmesan sandwich?
No, I just get chicken from the big whatever chicken thing, like tuna fish, but the chicken, open it up, cut it up, put it in the bread, and put barbecue sauce on it, stick it in the oven for 20 minutes, and that's what I would make. It was easy, but I did it because it was easy cleanup. Everything I threw away when you were done. You washed your plate and that was it. Or then I don't know if I remember then using paper plates, but I would use a paper plate because it's limited dishes. Because what people forget about cooking is the after. Right. You spend all that time cooking, you eat for 10 minutes, you spend all that time cleaning it up.
Okay.
So when you balance it out, why am I doing this?
Okay.
If I can afford to have somebody bring me food or go to a restaurant and not worry about it, that's the move.
So I need to back up because where did you get that recipe? Where did you get that idea?
It's a chicken sandwich. Everybody eats chicken sandwich.
But a sandwich for dinner.
Oh, it doesn't matter. And if I'm cooking, you eat what I cook. But
everybody was okay with it.
Doesn't matter if they're okay with it.
But I just want to know, were they okay with it?
They ate it.
Then they wouldn't complain.
Doesn't matter.
So because my go-to move is spaghetti sauce, spaghetti sauce and spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
They can't stand it. Doesn't matter. And it's like, if I'm cooking, I'm making it. It's on the stove. Eat at will. That's what it is, man. You know,
it's you are cooking. I'm not taking orders.
Okay.
It's my night to cook. I'm gonna make it. As long as you can eat it.
What else did you do? Well, give me another one.
Oh, that was pretty much it.
So every week, well, hold on. How many days a week did you cook?
It was only, I think, once a week, and it wasn't for that long of a time. That's why I kept saying sustainability. You got to make sure you follow through with it. We did it for a couple months, and then it would go by the wayside. Then it was all right. Everyone's gonna do dishes at night, so okay, we do dishes for a couple months. Then that went by the wayside, and it was everything kept switching it up. But it was ingrained long enough to understand that in life, you're not always going to get what you want. You're not always going to be able to go out every night. And again, things always go up. Nothing is ever going to come back down. If McDonald's was $5 then, it's 10 now. It'll be 20 10 years from now. Is it going to come back down to 10? Probably not. It may drop down to 15, but it's never going to be as low as it once was.
Right.
So you have to be able to adjust for that. And by doing so, you go out, like we would go, I joke with Amy. She gets pissed at me all the time. I want to go out tonight. I said, damn, I wish I made as much money as you do, because I can't afford to go out every night. You're such a jerk. Well, I don't want chicken and broccoli.
Well,
that's what we're cooking. That's what's here.
Does she hate to cook too?
She doesn't hate to cook, but she doesn't cook. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to get crap from her if this is the one episode she happens to listen to. Because I am not saying she doesn't cook. Right. As long as I've known her, right. I'm going to cook eggplant parmesan. It's the best. Maybe, and I'm being gracious, maybe she's cooked it one time in 20 years. But I've heard about it. Right. I've never seen it done. So again, that's all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to get in trouble if she happens to listen to this one time.
I was going to say UFO, unidentified, another F, but unidentified
eggplant.
You know? Oh my goodness.
So we do Sundays. My mom cooks on Sundays. Once in a while, it'll jump to my sister's house or here, and I'll cook here. And Amy will do it once in a while. She'll cook, which is fine. But, I cook not every night. Monday I cook. Tuesday we usually do pizza. Wednesday I'll cook. Thursday I'll cook. But then now it's getting shaky because Thursday is Briella has gymnastics. Liam has basketball practice. So from the time Amy gets home and picks up Briella at 5 o'clock, she takes her to ballet or gymnastics. He's back at 6:30. I'm already gone to bring Liam to practice. We get back at 8:15. She should, it's kind of a free for all. So we order sometimes, and then we were doing Friday as just like, okay, the week's done. Let's have dinner, and then we end up getting something takeout that night. So it went from us cooking 3 to 4 nights a week, 4 to 5 nights a week, to where now we cook maybe 2 nights a week, and it hurts the wallet and it makes you fat. But it's with the kids, different schedules now. It makes it a little bit easier. So I really try on Monday. I think we might have even cut out pizza on Tuesday now. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's usually the same thing. It's chicken with broccoli, chicken with asparagus, pork chops with broccoli or asparagus. We'll maybe throw in spaghetti once in a while, meatloaf once in a while, but it's mainly healthy stuff and salad and all that.
But you're the one that cooks those 3 meals.
I'm the one that cooks it, yeah.
But do you like cooking?
I enjoy it, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just curious, why did you go from sandwiches to this kind of meal?
I don't know. I just because you started cooking one day.
Look, so I got to tell you this,
and let me clarify, not like cooking like Michael, I don't particularly like it, but I don't mind doing it. It's fun. I like to see what I can do.
It doesn't weigh you down. The thought of going to the kitchen and trying to cook something.
Oh no. At one time I used to just grab a beer, and drink that while I cook, and it was like in 30 minutes, walking back and forth, drinking a beer, talking. It wasn't a big deal. It was fun.
So let me tell you, in my, because again, I'm 10 years older than you. So the group that I was growing up with, none of the men, first of all, the fathers that I knew, none of them cooked. Yeah. That was like an unthinkable thing. My dad, once a year, maybe twice a year, he'll cook, but it wasn't happening, right? Then of the group of men that I grew up with, only one of them that I know. Yeah. Actually, I should say 2, because a second one, he's a restaurateur. He owns several restaurants. But only one of them really was like a home cook, like cooked at home. Yeah. So again, when I saw him, he was like an outlier. Like, wow, man, you actually cook. He actually taught me how to make rice. That's how serious he was about cooking.
And people realize rice is not an easiest thing to make. It's a bit tricky.
Listen, I'm a rice snob.
I've burnt many a rice in my day.
I'm a rice snob. If you make rice incorrectly,
thank God for Uncle Ben's 90-second warm up, because they're the best.
But so now, fast forward, you're telling me that you cook, and when you watch the Cooking Network and all that stuff, you see people cooking, you see men cooking. I'm like, this is
We're not
weird.
Chauvinists, Steve.
Everybody
eats, bro.
For me, it was something that was weird, and now I have a kid that cooks. There was a guy.